right, so at times Michael Chiesa has been on the cusp of welterweight title contention. He is one of the best grapplers in this division. His submission defense of late has left a little bit to be desired, but there is no denying his status as one of the best offensive jiu-jitsu players in this division. He has worked exceedingly hard on his boxing, his lateral movement, his jab. Undeniably, we have seen appreciable strides when it comes to his striking. But most guys are going to have the upper hand in that realm against Michael Chiesa. Let us see how Chiesa chooses to proceed in this matchup here tonight. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce effing Lee. We are set for our main event of the evening. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Michael Maverick Chiesa. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here's the gifted grappler, Michael Chiesa, as we get this round underway. And you got to think you're going to get takedown attempts in bunches from Michael Chiesa. The matchup certainly dictates as much. And even though we have seen significant striking improvements from Chiesa, his bread and butter is the ground game. And if he can get it there tonight, you got to think a submission could materialize shortly thereafter.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick!
Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Michael Chiesa. Nice technique on the side kick. Oh, man, don't be afraid to raise the guard as another head kick lands. One more here, DC, and we could be having a referee coming in waving his arm.
Waving it off. It could be over in an instant if you do not block head kicks. What a phenomenal job by the offensive fighter, setting it up and then throwing that head kick over the top. Nice job setting it up. Good job landing. Great offense.
Push kick there to the body. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. From the moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Oh, and there's that double leg takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Michael Chiesa. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
3 minutes. Lee's got the full mount. Making all these shots count. Lee's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went...
Chiesa's trying for a submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Oh, nice.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well.
Oh, got to keep pressing here. Under 2 minutes to go in a back and forth first round here. Nice shot to the body there. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Just out of range with the straight left hand.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his 3 hand.
Low kick lands flush. Good defensive vision to block that punch.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
Oh, leg kick. Stats in that department starting to pile up. Pretty strong jab there by Michael Chiesa. All right, again, he shoots for a takedown here and unable to get it. So the takedown defense reigns supreme yet again.
The takedown defense is holding up, Johnny. He's doing a great job of keeping his feet going backwards, sprawling, dropping his hips, and anticipating the shots coming. Very well done. Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
And he caught the kick. Oh, beautiful strike there as he lands up top, and he does so right after catching the leg. So maybe you thought he would catch the leg and go for a takedown. Instead, he goes for the punch, and he certainly found the range on that one. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Horn sounds for the end of round 1.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe, boy. Let's slow that heart rate down. Breathe. Relax. Okay, listen. You're not tired. I know you've got more in you.
Boom! Body kick right there. Landed perfect.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kick.
He's in a lot of trouble. Nice leg kick.
Nice. Nicely done.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, headshot, bang, as the high kick lands. Chiesa gets caught by that straight punch there. We'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
just missed with the leg kick. Single collar tie now. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. Nice punch to the head.
Oh, you talk about mixing the martial arts. Perfect strategy here.
He passes to half.
Well, he's got his back now. Lee gets back up. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy never changes to take him out very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Let him go. Time to let those hands go.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
And doing work with the jab.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble, champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Beautiful spinning attack there. Man, has his chin been tested early. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Very active in the clinch here and lands a beautiful shot to the head. Pretty good head kick there.
He's sticking him over and over again. He's got his head popping back.
Chiesa gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so he can get pressure.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Chiesa gets back up again.
Oh.
90 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Sidekick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of times that is used to manage space.
Well, he has got to be thrilled with this effort here tonight. There was a lot of pressure on him coming in. He has doled out a lot of damage, landed a lot of strikes, near flawless execution.
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is what's expected. When you're expected to win, sometimes it's hard to live up to that expectation. He lived up to that expectation, and he exceeded it with such a great performance.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, another beautiful body shot there. You see the damage starting to accumulate. Maybe some defense would be wise at this point in the fight.
I think so, John. You can't just get beat up to the body. It doesn't show itself right away. It takes time whenever you're beating somebody up from the body and working your way up to the head. But right now, we're starting to see the damage, and you see it not only in the body, but in the reactions of the opponent.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
Fight. Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body, and he continues to punish his opponent's midsection. Had a lot of success with it in the previous round, and picking up exactly where he left off. Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. Oh, nice land with the knee. You see the taller fighter having no issue getting the limb to the target there. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Checks the leg kick. All right, well, he made no bones about his game plan. He was going to attack the body, and he does so effectively yet again.
Well, how about the discipline? How about the discipline to stay the course, to not rush, to not go head hunting, knowing that down the line, all these body shots will pay off for him. And now you can see it starting to happen. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Lee gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. To the body, and it lands. Lee's taking aim at that cut right now, DC, and you got to admire the fighter IQ, right? Might as well keep landing strikes on a target that you have damaged repeatedly throughout the fight.
What a kick that one landed. He's just trying to throw those kicks even though he's not in the best position to throw them, but that makes him tricky. The fighters separate. Beautiful head kick lands for this guy. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Massive knee lands from the Thai clinch.
About 2 minutes here to go in round 3. Unable to connect with the right hand there. Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be up there.
Oh, just misses with the kick. Oh, how good was the timing on that ankle kick? Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. He talked a lot to us about his length and his size advantage. Doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it certainly did. Lee gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. Big reaction as he absorbs yet another body shot, and you see the referee maybe starting to close the distance a little bit. This could be a TKO in short order.
I mean, John, we love violence. I mean, that's why we love our job so much. We get to watch people hurt each other. But it's hard to watch this.
Yeah.
This guy is as tough as they come, but these body shots have really accumulated, and he is starting to take way too much damage.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, north-south position. Chiesa's going for the sub here. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Ooh, strong grip on the arm.
Look at him with all that pressure starting to tighten.
Oh, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position.
He passed the half guard.
Chiesa ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Well, how's that for a 5-minute performance? The round is over mercifully for his opponent. You just got to make sure you stay the course, though, at this point, I would think, right? Because you nearly got the finish, but you didn't, and the opponent figures to make some adjustments.
Absolutely, and he's from a great team, John. You know that the opponent's from a great team, so they're going to tell him all the right things in between rounds. So he's got to stay the course, as you said. Be calm, be patient. Do exactly what you did prior that put you in such a phenomenal situation going into the next round.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial.
You ready to fight?
That was every single takedown you could secure in the fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion. Good jab there by the champion. Oh, he separates from the clinch.
Oh, yes, it is a lost art in mixed martial arts. Not just the jab, but the double jab.
I mean, a beautiful double jab. That thing's throwing right from the chin, too.
Fighters separate from the clinch.
Oh, he hurt him bad. Oh, my goodness. Jab hurt him a little bit.
Chiesa going for the takedown here, nothing doing there. Looks like someone took a red Sharpie to his side. A lot of bruising courtesy of those body strikes.
Big kicks, big punches. He's doing everything he told us he intended to do to slow this guy down. And you can see his opponent starting to really be labored in most of his movements.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Chiesa.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
And there's a takedown attempt. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Oh, and he caught the kick. Nice crack there. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut. Oh, nice little right hook there.
Chiesa's eye appears to be closing up by the center. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt.
Oh, man. You can catch a body kick, but you got to step off to the side. You just can't take it clean.
Chiesa goes for the takedown, unable to land. One of the better takedown artists out there. Nothing doing on that attempt.
Look at that leg.
Eats a jab there. And really nice job to finish the takedown there. Chiesa's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Chiesa's back inside control here.
Oh, right into mount.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's going to continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
15 seconds remain in the round.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
And what a round! All right, there's the end of the round. Hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
Rack wants to stop this fight, but you're not going to let him.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, fifth and final round. Oh, good sequence there. The right hand followed by the left. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. That leg kick hurt.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Switch knee lands to the body.
He's cut. Give him the elbow.
Went for the inside leg kick. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? That's how you do it. Beautiful kick by him there. Chiesa's continuing to attack that area. He's trying to make his opponent's eyes swell, completely shut. Oh, he's in trouble. Back to the feet now.
Another big body kick land.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move.
Nice execution on the teeth. Oh, man, that bruising on the calf is a sight to behold. Seems like the referee maybe even closing the distance a little bit now.
Well, the work has been done. His opponent came in here with a game plan to use that as his primary weapon. He's been successful. What a game plan put together by this team.
And there's a takedown attempt. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed.
Now they separate.
All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
Not.
Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent open a little bit, trying to stay upright. But, man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Big uppercut. Man, but barely with that front kick. Well, he was knocked down by his opponent earlier in the round, and I'm not sure he's mentally back in this fight.
Well, it's hard to build back from something like that. As you watch, he's trying, but we don't know what type of dialogue is going on within himself right now in regards to him believing or not having much confidence in his approach to this fight.
2 minutes now to go in this one. Chiesa's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Lee going for the...
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the mat.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D.
Lee gets back up. Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. Unable to connect there. Oh, that strike to the body, man. Chiesa's really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse.
He has no answer for that jab. Keep it up.
Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. What an absolute war it has been. Probably going to hold up in the fight of the year conversation, and I wouldn't be surprised to see both fighters at the hospital later tonight.
It just takes me back to certain fights. It takes me back to Michael Johnson against Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. The best fights in the world is what I think about when I look at these two. From the blood, from the damage, to the heart and the spirit that these two have shown. I cannot believe that these guys have made it to a minute left in the fight with that type of ability.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, somehow.
And there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Well, what else can you say about Bruce Lee after a performance like this one? Seemingly everyone on the roster wants to take